everybody. I am running really low on washi tape, and I do not want to go purchase washi tape today. It's Memorial Day, and I would just rather hang out at the house instead of getting caught up in kind of the crunch that usually happens when people are off for a day and out for a day, and especially, you know, people who are grabbing hamburger buns and hot dogs and stuff like that. Anyway, I want to hang out at the house today. So I am revisiting one of my very most fun things to do. This is a Jennibellie hack. She is, I mean, what can you say about Jennibellie? She's a marvel, isn't she? She started so many of us off on this little journal path and DIYing and reuse and recycle things. So this is a Jennibellie DIY washi tape, my take on it. I should explain this board. This board is a piece of foam board, and it is covered in packing tape. Now, what that does is it makes everything really easy to peel away from the packing tape. Jennibellie suggested making a board like this when I took her how to make paper button tutorial, and that is a cardboard button, and it's really, you know, quite super keen when you think about it. The first thing that I want to do, and what I'm using is this is some masking tape from the pound shop. These are Q-tips, and this is what I'm going to use to paint with. I've got an assortment of different kinds of acrylic paint. This is an example of one of the washi tapes that I did a while back, and it worked really perfectly on this little recycled, I think this was a Camembert box, but it worked really well on it. So I'm just going to, oh crap, did you hear me say that again? I'm sorry. I just sat that down in paint and got paint on the bottom of it. No big whoop. No big whoop. The first thing I want to do with my masking tape is I want to add a little bit of color. And the way that I like to do this is to take a played out, which is our term in Virginia for worn out, stamp pad, and just kind of run it over just to get some color. And a lot of people paint, you know, this kind of masking tape, this kind of DIY, do your own washi thing. I don't want to get this wet because then it'll have to dry, and it's I'm not very patient with stuff drying. Leanne, I know how you feel. So we'll proceed to just kind of add color with our played out ink pad, so you can kind of see how that's looking. The next step, and this is a Shannon Green and a cat hand. Shout out to all the ladies today. Shannon Green cat hand. This is a little how to do painty circles, and it's one of those things that is very soothing to do. It is a lot of fun. So I've got some white acrylic paint that I just put out on my craft mat. Well, not my craft mat, but my desk liner. And I'm just going to start by making a few little random circles. Doesn't really have to be anything even or anything like that. Also, sometimes this acrylic paint will kind of pick up the colors in your stamp pad, and that's kind of cool. That's a good effect. So there we go. Next thing I want to do is choose a color and start going around here. It's really hard to explain. You almost have to watch somebody do it. Most fun in the whole wide world. If you got little kids at home today and they're like, it's overcast here and it's going to start raining, but you know, if you got little kiddies at home, this is a great thing for them to do. So I'm going to take the Q-tip and just kind of brush it this way. I'm not going to do all of them. And I'm using a little bit of orange because we're trying to adapt to liking things, colors that we don't like. Okay, let's do one more, right like that. Cat hand does this in such a neat and beautiful way. I don't. It's not quite neat and beautiful when I do it. But the overall effect is kind of super cool. While I've got a little bit of orange on the tip of my Q-tip, I'm just going to make a few like little random dots. Alright, now I'm done with this Q-tip. What I like to do is just snap it off. Sometimes it doesn't snap off, you gotta use. So I don't, I'm not wasting a whole lot of, I wouldn't throw that away. You know, I'm going to throw this away, but not that other side of it. Alright, let's add another color. Let's add purple. This time it's a plum purple. And I never know quite how gooey some of this stuff is going to be because I haven't used it in a while. This is a very pretty color. And we'll just come back in. And you are picking up some of that paint. But it's okay. Alright, again, while I have a little bit of purple here, I'll just do some random dots. Great way to kind of use up what's on your brush. On your Q-tip, rather. I think that my next color will be a green. Put a little bit of that out. Okay, now you're kind of finishing up that circle. Kind of want about 3 colors on it. That seems to work nicely. It's not a hard and fast rule. You can do whatever you want. I like art projects that do not have hard and fast rules. There we go. Now while I have this little Q-tip, I'm going to make just a lighter color of purple. Oh, that's not nearly dark enough. I don't want it too dark. There we go. That's kind of cool. I'll bring that around here. This is a great way to use up paint. If you have some dried up paint. I'm going to do some green up here because that's a little too much right there. And like I said, Shannon and Cat Hand, they have this going on. They have a much better technique than I do. But it's a lot of fun. That's kind of my thing. I'm sure they're having fun with theirs too, but theirs is turning out a lot better than mine. Okay. There we go. I'm looking for, alright, I need one more color. This isn't orange, purple. Well, I've got a blue Tim Holtz Distress paint here. It says Peacock Feathers, but it is not open. So let's see if I can get it open for one thing. I don't know what it is, y'all. When you turn 60, you can't get anything open. And I'm about a month away from it. 2 months. 2 months to be in my 50s. And that's the end of that. Chris made me feel really good the other night because I was lamenting being 60, and he said, well, you know, it could be worse. And I was like, how could it be worse? It's bad. And he said, well, you've got a boyfriend in his 40s. And I was like, yeah, well, that is true. So that's a good thing. Okay. I'm going to take the top off. Oh my goodness, that's a pretty color. Wow, that's really pretty. Oh my goodness, it's going to look so good on this. There we go. Oh my goodness, it was just like the exact right color. Thank you, Art Angel. Really a nice color. Oh, I can't wait to do more with that one. My final color on this little DIY washi is going to be bronze, which is one of my very favorite colors. I've got to hurry up, y'all, because it's thundering. Might lose power. And we'll just dab a little bit on there like that. And just to fill up the washi. Goodness me, that's pretty, y'all. Tim Holtz Distress Paint Peacock Feathers. Beautiful. It's got a dabber on it too. Alright, one more. And this is bronze. I can usually dip out of the top of this. So we're going to dip out the top. Just do one more little floral right here. I love the bronze. I think it makes it look so pretty. And of course you can really, you can make these really huge if you want. I really do like working with the white in the middle. You know, you definitely could change that up as well. Do something different. And there we go. Let's do just a few of these. Okay, I'm going to dry this with my handy dandy heat tool, and then I'll be right back to add just a couple of finishing touches. Okay there, friends, our piece has dried. I just hit it really quickly with a heat tool. I didn't want to dry it too much because I thought, you know, that packing tape that's on our workboard may heat up too much and create a scenario where this would not pull easily away from the packing tape board that we're working on, but it seemed to have worked okay. The last step that I'm going to do with our washi tape, and I can see that it's not quite dry right here. I'm going to take a piece of, just a piece of paper and kind of squinch that up a little bit. And I kind of ruined the circle, but, oh, no big deal. That looks fun. Look what it did there. Made an eyeball. The next thing that I want to do is take the top of this played out stamp pad, and I want to stamp some circles, and we'll see if this works, because I really do hope it does. I think this is how I did it like a long time ago. That's not leaving me a very good image. So right, I can do a couple things. I can do this with a Sharpie, which is just fine. also like kind of coming off the edge with the Sharpie. But I really do want this to work. So let's try it one more time. You could also do this, you know. Try it again. I think I might just need a squishier stamp pad. Let me see if I have one real quick. Or even if I have a circular stamp or something that is circle-ish would be helpful. Huh. Okay, I might have found something that might work. This is just a little circular text stamp. So, let's see how that works. Yeah, that's it. Oh my goodness, when you don't have the right thing, just invent something else, right? And that looks great. That gives it the texture that I'm looking for. So now I'm not really crazy about the about using the Sharpie, but that's alright too, because I am crazy about this stamp, and I think it looks really, really good. So there we go. And that looks kind of neat. I do like that. I think while I have the stamp pad out, I'm going to add in some arrows because I love direction arrows. You can kind of see what happens here. You're sitting here and you're looking at it and you're going, well, I'm going to try this and I'm going to try that. That's the best part about art. It's your experiment. It's your thing. You can't make a mistake because it's your invention. Okay. Oh man, I really do like that. And also, I'm discovering that some of the I need to find the top for this. Hold on. Color hole, please. I don't know where I put it. There it is. I'm discovering that some of the spots, the little dots that I made with the Q-tip, actually look like raindrops or like teardrops. See? Can you see it? Kind of neat, doesn't it? Cool. Alright, let's, while I was kind of drawing this and waiting on it to dry, I got out my, I realized I had paint everywhere on my desk mat. So I got out my little trashy journal and I flipped to a page and just picked up that Tim Holtz paint and put it on a brush and just started a new page in this little journal. I love this trashy journal. And let's go ahead and add some of this washi tape that we just made. There we go. Let's add it at the top. I cut it a little long, no big deal. We'll just lap it over the side there. And there you go. It is a really kind of fun project, y'all. And it's fun on a rainy day. It's fun to play with the kids. Let them have some fun with paint and masking tape and DIY. Use some washi today. Thanks for listening, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and a positive comment and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, y'all. Bye.